Okay, so to start our project today, your paper is going to be in a 15-inch rectangle. So it's 12 inches this way and 15 inches this way. So it's just a little bit longer. And what I want you to do is make sure that it is turned in portrait. You want it to be long ways like this. It'll be easier when you go to draw baby Jesus, okay? You'll each need a cup, 1 cup of skin-colored paint for your table. And we have many different shades. If you would like to change it up a little bit, we'll need 1 brown oil pastel per person, a paintbrush, a Sharpie, and a pencil. Okay, so your first step, once you've gotten your paper and your cup and your pencil, is you are gonna take your cup, see how it's got like the bigger part and the smaller part? You're gonna take the bigger part and put it on your paper, okay? Don't put it all the way at the very, very top because we're gonna make a swaddling blanket around baby Jesus. So what I want you to do is just kind of bring it down a little bit, okay? And then you are going to trace around the outside of the circle very lightly. Remember, we should draw really, really light until we have it just right so that we make sure we don't have to erase up any of our mess ups. Okay, so then you can take your cup and put it away. You are officially done with your cup. And then what we're gonna do, once you've drawn your circle, you're gonna sketch a line that goes mostly around the outside, very, very close, because the swaddling blanket's gonna be right up next to the baby. When you're sketching, remember they're really short, feathery lines. They're not these big, bold lines. Those will come later, but right now we're just creating the outline, okay? So you're gonna come over here. You're gonna go about halfway, start about halfway, and you're gonna just very lightly sketch around the baby's head. I'm gonna set this stuff to the side a little bit. Okay, so you're sketching all the way around. Now, I don't want you to follow super, super close to the head, but you're gonna follow pretty close to the head, okay? If you need to erase, draw really light so then it's super easy to erase and fix your lines. So I'm gonna keep sketching around. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my line right here and I'm gonna kind of make it at an angle, maybe even a little bit closer. And then I'm gonna stop. Okay. And then I'm gonna come back over here to this line and I'm gonna make it meet right there in the middle. And erase that a little bit. Okay, so you have your circle that you've traced and then the sketch line around it that then meets up with this one having a little tail. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create basically like a little papoose. The Indians used to carry their babies in little papooses on their back. We're gonna make this baby like a nice little papoose. Some people in the last class when I taught this thought that the baby, when we were done, looked like one of those babushka dolls. You know, the ones that are bigger and then they're smaller on the inside, and as you take them apart, there's like big and then littler and then littler and littler until all the way there until a little baby one. Okay, so you're gonna come up here to the sides, and what I want you to not do is make like a big bubble. Okay, we're gonna try to make this pretty smoothed and rounded. So you're gonna come up here and you're gonna try to take your line kind of coming outward. Remember, sketch your lines, and then we're gonna come out a little bit like this, maybe a little bit further out if you want. Remember, if you sketch and you just do it really light, you can erase and redraw as many times as you want without having to worry about messing up. Okay, I'm gonna come down here and I wanna make my baby fit pretty full into this picture. And then I'm gonna kind of flatten it off here. Then come back and you can kind of erase your feathery lines a little bit just to tighten it up. Make sure it matches. Erase this little line. Okay, let me look at it, see what I think. I might fix this little area right here just a bit. But again, this is your picture and you make it how you want, okay? Make him come out just a little bit further. If he's lopsided, don't worry, because sometimes babies are not wrapped perfectly. It's okay. Okay, that's why we always have an eraser, right? Okay, so there's my little baby drawn. Then, my next step, I'm gonna take this little line that we left and I'm gonna bring it over here, and I'm gonna curl it just a little bit at the end. So then it gives the idea that it's wrapped around, okay? Now, my last class, some other people wanted to put multiple lines going down. If you wanna do that, great, but I don't want you to feel like you have to. So if you are happy with the way baby Jesus is right at the moment, you may stop. If you wanna make more lines, you can. If you were to make more lines, you're gonna just mimic this same line. You're gonna kind of curl it a little bit, sketch straight across at a diagonal, and then curl it at the end again, like that. Does that make sense? That's if you want to. You don't have to. This is all up to you. I don't like the angle of that. I'm gonna fix that a little bit. Okay, so once you have done that, if you want them, great. If you don't, leave them alone. We are gonna then come back in here with our pencil and we're just gonna do 2 little crescent lines for eyes closed and a little mouth. So you can just do, you know, like a little, kind of like a little crescent. Like the baby's eyes are closed. You can do a smile. Maybe do a little nose if you want. It's up to you. Because then at this point, you're done with step 1. You can put your pencil and eraser away. Now you're gonna go over all your pencil line and Sharpie. Okay, so you're going to come in here. We're gonna draw over our pencil line as smoothly as we can. I guess I shouldn't have said you're done with your pencil and eraser. You might need your eraser again because we'll want to go back in here and kind of touch up some stuff. Okay. I really want you guys to take your time and do a really good job. We will cut these out, so don't be too worried about making your lines like perfect. It's very hard to draw circles really nice and neat. Do the best you can. It's all good. Okay. Okay, so do you see my pencil line still showing a little bit? Go back in and erase your pencil line if you can see it, because we are gonna leave the swaddling blanket white, and we don't want any pencil showing, and on his face. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. So now you're done with that part. Then we're gonna come over to our brown oil pastel. You can do brown or black, I don't care. And we're gonna give the baby some hair. Some people did it spiky. Some people did it kind of like a little bit of a cap almost like, let me show you. Kind of coming down the side where you can still see the little hairs kind of sticking. And come over here, now add some more. Maybe even up into the little part of the blanket wrapping around it, because you know, babies sometimes have a lot of hair. My little babies didn't, but some babies do. Okay, so maybe get him a little bit of hair coming around. What I really want you to do with the hair though, especially, is leave little lines so it looks like hair, okay? Then you are going to take your skin tone, whatever color skin tone you want. We can get you other colors. I have many varieties. And you're gonna take it and you're gonna paint the face. You will go over the Sharpie, okay? Not to worry. What I want you to really focus on is just staying inside the lines. And also try not to go over too much of the oil pastel, but instead very carefully paint between the little lines like that. Because if you get too much going in there, it'll actually smudge the brown down onto the face, and we don't want to do that. We want to leave the hair where it is. But you can come in here and go painting between them to help make the little details of the hair. Okay, almost done. like I said, we again will paint this, or I'm sorry, we'll cut this out next week, but we're gonna get it all painted today. And next week, we're also gonna work on painting the background. And I have left a picture of the whole project. It's because I saw an ornament while I was out this weekend that I thought was just the cutest thing ever. And it made my little mama heart go pitter patter. And I really wanted to make this with you guys because I think your moms and dads would love it too. I've never taught this project before, so I hope it turns out really nice. But we can put a picture of it up on the smartboard so you guys can all see it, and you'll know what the final project or the finished project will look like. Okay, we will go over this face with Sharpie again, but at this point, once you've painted, you can still see the Sharpie through. Great, we'll go over it next week. At this point, I want you to put your paintbrush in the dirty brushes cup and put your paint over on the counter. We'll put a little lid on it and save it for the next class. Put it on the drying rack and you are done. So at this point, you are done, but you need to make sure your name is on this. So let me put my name on it to be safe so you guys know that it's mine. Again, we're gonna cut it out so it doesn't matter if your name is on the front. Usually I ask you to put it on the back. Okay, at this point, you are done. You may clean up your tables, wash them, dry them, put all your supplies away, and then you may free draw or play in one of the buckets. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.